Om Jnanatirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurinmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Vyasa Puja offering. How many devotees have prepared an offering to read out to Srila Prabhupada? Not many. That's not good. You should all prepare something to say to Prabhupada. You don't want to glorify Prabhupada? You should all. Verbally you can do also, just without writing. Not recording?
I'm recording.
Alright, so now, today, again, has come that day after Janmashtami, which is specifically dedicated to the glorification of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Every day, every moment should be dedicated in His glorification. But specifically on this day, we focus directly on this activity. The day, or the anniversary of the day on which He most mercifully appeared within this world. We have just sung the kirtan, explaining His position in the parampara of pure devotees. Srila Prabhupada always ascribed his success in preaching Krishna consciousness to simply following his Guru Maharaj. This is the basic principle of spiritual life, to follow the instructions of one's Guru. And certainly Prabhupada did in an unprecedentedly wonderful manner, for which we are eternally grateful to him. That gratefulness will be expressed in service to him. The relationship between Guru and disciple is based on and solidified by service. That is the relationship. That service is meant for Krishna, but is offered through the via media of the Guru. Prabhupada himself was fully dedicated in service to his Guru Maharaj, and therefore he was so much empowered to serve his Guru Maharaj's mission. We have heard many anecdotes related by devotees who had personal interaction with Srila Prabhupada. Incidents, small stories, from which we can have some insights into the amazing transcendental qualities of Srila Prabhupada. So we long, or we should long, for the opportunity to have such exchanges with Srila Prabhupada, to have such exchanges with him. So there are many devotees who conversed with Srila Prabhupada, who Prabhupada joked with, chastised, personally guided in the principles of Krishna consciousness. However, it should be remembered, although certainly Prabhupada is a wonderful person, we should not desire his association simply for sense gratification. But we should know that proper service to Srila Prabhupada is service to his mission. And certainly my relationship with Srila Prabhupada is defined by service to his mission. Srila Prabhupada said that ISKCON is my body. So, service to his mission is, for me, my life and my relationship with Srila Prabhupada. But it's not so easy. To serve a great personality or a great mission is not so easy. When Srila Prabhupada was personally present, ISKCON was rolling. Rolling, that it means it was very dynamically moving forward. Shortly before Prabhupada left, Prabhupada said that if you cannot expand the mission, at least maintain what I have given you. In Srila Prabhupada's personal presence, that instruction seemed to be superfluous. Superfluous means unnecessary to state. External. In Srila Prabhupada's presence, such a statement that we should at least maintain if we can't expand, it seemed superfluous, unnecessary. Because Krishna consciousness seemed so easy. There was tremendous transcendental energy vibrating throughout our movement. Devotees in some places were combinedly distributing millions of books. It seems that we didn't realize at the time what was the value of Prabhupada's personal presence. We just thought, well, it's easy, when Prabhupada left, we'll just continue in the same way. But without Prabhupada's personal presence to direct everything, problems arose. Of course, there were problems when Prabhupada was personally present here also. And what Prabhupada said to expand the movement, that has also certainly taken place. We didn't have any centers in Russia when Prabhupada departed, nor in so many countries, nor in Italy or Spain. So the number of initiated devotees and the level of acceptance of ISKCON throughout the world has increased. But at the same time, many things which Prabhupada established have not been maintained. The enthusiasm and the commitment to pure devotional service, that has certainly changed. It was practically unthinkable when Prabhupada was personally present here that devotees, initiated devotees, would, for instance, watch karmi programs on TV. That's just one of many examples of how, in many ways, many devotees have become compromised from the actual standard Prabhupada gave us. Many of the temples that Prabhupada opened, they have far less devotees in them or visiting them than previously. They have far less residents and visitors than previously. In many places, you can find the deities. In many places, the temple appears to be as Prabhupada expressed fear that it would happen, but it seems to have happened that many places have become centers for transcendental eating and sleeping. It means that in the name of God you collect some money and then you live very comfortably without much dedicated service to God. So there are many points. I don't want to go on with the complaint list. But in many ways, service to Prabhupada is now more difficult to find the path than previously. Previously it was very easy to just join ISKCON and do what everyone else is doing, and then we'll all become purified and go back to Godhead. Nowadays you have to be very careful and choose your association even within ISKCON. Because even within Prabhupada's ISKCON, some will tell you, don't try to be a pure devotee. So, like I say, service to Srila Prabhupada, the path has become more difficult to find. It's how it got to be to this state is a long history, the details of which I don't know all. How he got to be this state is a long history. How he got to be this state is a long history. The details of which I don't know in great detail, and it's not very valuable to know all the details, but we should know that our duty is to follow everything in Prabhupada's books, and we should be aware that not everyone is doing that. This may seem like a very controversial statement, but unfortunately it is true in too many cases to avoid no, in too many cases to avoid observing this. We can't avoid observing it. We are forced to observe it because there are so many cases like this. I hope you're translating it properly. Alright, well maybe I shouldn't be saying all these things. We should just be saying Prabhupada ki jai. Say that, translate that, what I just said. So that maybe we shouldn't be saying all these things, we should just say Prabhupada ki jai. But the point is that it's easy to say Prabhupada ki jai, but we have to say not only by our mouth, but by our activities. So on this auspicious day, I pray to Srila Prabhupada to remain very solidly fixed at his lotus feet. Great faith that by doing so, that will be my proper situation. So, seeing as we seem to be having a few difficulties in the translation department here, it's not surprising because it was a long day yesterday. So I'll just finish this lecture quickly, and then we can sing some more bhajans, and then we can read out the Vyasa Puja offering. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare